Hey guys, welcome to Trash Bashing with Jack of Spades. My name is Jack. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm back again with this spaceship build. I started working on the anti-gravity landing pad. The ship is an anti-gravity ship. It also has a main engine and it has thrusters and more thrusters here on the sides. That would be for space travel, of course. And then you have the anti-gravity pads underneath, as you see here in the front, and one in the center here. And then you got two anti-gravity pads in the back here, right here. It's kind of hard to see. Let me try to bring this a little closer. Now, these pads are actually magnets, and the polarity is all the same. They're all facing in the same direction with the polarity. And the bottom here on the landing pad, there's also magnets at the same points, and they're opposing the polarity of the magnets on the ship, on the bottom of the ship. So it's actually creating a little force field in between each one, and that's what causes this bobbing motion. The bobbing motion is barely coming from the landing gear in the back here, because that's the only part that's anchored down, that little tiny round drum there on the landing gear. That's what's actually glued to the surface here, to the landing pad. I had an issue where the landing pad cracked because the plastic is very thin. I used one of these trays from the corn on the cob at the grocery store. And it is very thin plastic. So the constant bobbing motion of the ship made the plastic on the base here crack. Just a little bit. I caught it in time. It was starting to crack, and I went on the inside and I reinforced it with a lot of hot glue. And then I just crystallized some super glue using baking powder to crystallize it. And then I went and primed everything. So it's actually very strong now, and it won't crack again. And I did that to both sides just to prevent it from happening again. So yeah, if you, like, I have a magnet here, so I'm going to show you something. If I put this magnet in between here, you'll notice the ship drops depending on the polarity, or it rises depending on which way I switch it. Like that, it makes it drop. Like that, and makes it rise more. Okay, this magnet is actually for the bottom here, for the center, and that gives it more resistance. Gives it a good bouncy resistance, and the magnets will not tap up against each other on the front or the back. If I remove it, it drops a little, and by moving these little pillars out of the way, you'll see, I have to move them both, you'll see that the ship drops, and it only lifts. See, it drops. But if I put them underneath it, it causes the resistance and the ship levitates. So technically, the whole ship is levitating. It's just anchored down right here because it needs that. Otherwise, the ship will not stay in place. I don't have the right technology for that, as a friend of mine had mentioned, to get that even balance where it just hovers. I know they have things out there like that, like hovering, rotating display pads and stuff like that. So it can be done, but if you're doing it at home and you don't really have the technology to do it, then it's going to be tough. And this is the best I could do, and it's what I expected to do from the get-go anyway. When I first went into this, I was hoping that I can somehow figure out how to get it to hover without any attachment. But I guess I'm not ready for that yet. But I'm very happy with it nonetheless.